As you may recall from the last video, I abandoned Kath and the boys to the Inca Trail and headed to the Amazon. I'd already walked the trail and my knees aren't what they once were, so I decided a good opportunity to do something different. The flight to Puerto Maldonado from Cuzco was spectacular. Andes to the Amazon, 4,000 metres to zero in half an hour. I understood it was a risk heading to the Amazon at this time of year in the wet season. Arrival in Puerto Maldonado was seamless. And we were on our boat heading to the Inca Terra Reserva Amazonica. I really love big rivers, and the Madre de Dios, a major tributary of the Amazon, is no exception. Deep green vegetation bracketed the muddy brown waters, which were high being the rainy season. Arrival was greeted by a bell and a cool tropical drink. Our guide for the next few days, Cesar, greeted us, a local from Puerto Maldonado. We were given our briefing of the activities we would be doing for the next few days before settling into my room, number 2, happily skirting the edge of the river. Lunch was great. I had a chilled tomato gazpacho, a lomo saltado stacked with chips, really classy. That afternoon we went for a short walk close to the property for a taste of the jungle. All very nice, but no birds or wildlife to speak of. Dinner back in the heart of the camp was again very good, and off to bed early for tomorrow we had a 5:30 start. What an absolutely cracking day. The sun never came out, but it didn't rain either, highly unusual in these parts at this time of year. We headed to Lake Sandoval in the Tambopato National Park. It is about an hour-long walk to the entrance, but you can't really tell the difference. The jungle just keeps being jungle. Cesar talked about some of the trees, admittedly impressive, and I'm sure they are very interesting to those inclined, but I'm here for the birds, monkeys, large rodents, and absolutely insanely hoping to see a jaguar. Having said that, the emerald green riot of vegetation inspires a genuine sense of wonder as a collective. En route to the lake, highlights were a couple of troops of capuchin monkeys running riot through the trees. Cesar paddled us around the lake, seeing a wide variety of birds and an utterly unperturbed caiman, literally eyeballing us from a foot or two. This was good stuff. Back to camp, lunch and a quick turnaround, before heading up a tower overlooking the canopy. Yes, a few steps. Things did not look promising to begin with, but the day was saved by the appearance of a few toucan, the unquestionable highlight of this excursion. I didn't enjoy the canopy walk so much. High and wobbly doesn't really do it for me. Nevertheless, I enjoyed looking down into the bowels of the jungle and further bird spotting opportunities. Well, if it had appeared we had missed the rain, we were sadly mistaken. The morning tour took us to the farm that supplies the camp's fruit and vegetables, along with a boat ride along a small tributary, but no luck with any wildlife. Nevertheless, the Amazon can make you feel very inconsequential in its unrelenting vastness. I actually enjoyed this. No pressure on the photo front, utterly still and quiet, only the jungle peering down at you, daring you to invade its space. Back on land, we visited the farm, which didn't interest me much as there were birds galore in the canopy, frustratingly elusive. On our way back to the river, we again came across a couple of troops of monkeys making their riotous way through the jungle. It feels like a bunch of kids being let loose in a chocolate factory and nothing will get in their way. As we docked at the camp, the rain became torrential and didn't stop for the rest of the day. As a result, our excursion was postponed until the following morning, and the night walk was cancelled altogether. I wasn't unhappy about this. Out of adversity comes opportunity. I often find at these places you never get the time to enjoy the place itself. So I plunked myself in a hammock and edited photos all afternoon, between naps and the company of a friendly agouti marauding the grounds. Our morning tour of the Hacienda La Concepcion yielded some amazing wildlife. First up, a family of capybara, followed by a couple of red howler monkeys. Cesar's ability to spot wildlife is amazing. We then followed up with a wide variety of birds on a canoe. All in all, a great way to end my visit. However, the heavens had opened again, and this time it was really heavy. Even in relation to the day before, quite awesome in its power. Some concerns. Would the boat back to Puerto Maldonado make it? And do planes fly in this weather? Concern 1 was easy as we arrived in Puerto Maldonado relatively dry. Once again, our flight departed early and we arrived in Cuzco 10 minutes early. Next stop on our journey, Buenos Aires.